Guys? So I was doing my 5X technique and I decided I'm going to share it with you guys on YouTube. So I started this technique a few years ago, basically when I stopped going to the gym, but I still wanted to keep some muscle mass, And so I started figuring out what to do to be able to build a significant amount of muscle, but just not just maintain, but really to go ahead and blow up certain body parts, Because I didn't care about bodybuilding anymore, but I still wanted to go and look good. So sometimes I look at my shoulders, I look at my chest, I'm like, I want some more of this and that. So over time, I started figuring out this thing that I kept doing without really planning on it. It was just something I did by accident. And over the years, it's worked significantly. And so right now I'm applying this 5X technique on my shoulders. And the technique basically goes like this, you find one body part that you want to bring up. It could be anything, shoulders, biceps, triceps, chest, legs, anything. For me right now, at first it was chest. And this is not going to the gym, this is literally push-ups and dips. Now I decided I'm gonna go ahead and apply this technique to my shoulders. And I've been doing this now with my shoulders just for a couple weeks. I think about 2.5 weeks now. And I see a significant difference. If you can see my shoulders are now flaring out more than it was before. And so, more than it was before, let's say a few months ago, So this technique goes like this. If you want to go ahead and bring up a certain body part and you are not working out at the gym, because this won't work if you have to depend on the gym. This is basically for everybody out there that are working out at home. No matter if you have weights at home or if you're using Bodyweight, this will work. And the reason why it doesn't work for the gym, I'll tell you why right now. The 5X technique is really simple. You're gonna find one exercise that you're going to do, and that exercise is focused on building one part of your body. So let's say for me right now, it's shoulders, and I've been doing the pike push-up, okay? And so you're gonna do that pike push-up, that one exercise, 5 times throughout the day, okay? And they're not gonna be full-blown workouts. They're simply just gonna be one set, maybe if you're feeling really good, 2 or 3 sets at the most, but you're not trying to make a full workout out of it. You're simply doing a method, which in Arnold's Encyclopedia or in bodybuilding, we call staggered sets. I just kind of changed it up a little bit. Staggered sets is where you basically do a set here, and then you do a set. Let's say if you're in the gym for an hour and a half, you'll do a set maybe within the first 7 minutes or 8 minutes, and then you go on and you hit something else. Let's say today was chest, right? But I'm doing stagger sets for my calves. Then I'll just do a set of calves here, then I'll do chest, 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 then I'll do another set of calves, and then chest, 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 and then I do another set of calves, and then throughout, let's say an hour, I've done maybe 8 sets of calves. But my real workout today was doing chest. I simply just kind of did calves on the side. So we're doing the same technique, okay? I do my morning practice every day, 60 minutes, 44 moves. It's all about really relaxing the body, getting the energy to flow, becoming more loose and calm. But it's not about building a tremendous amount of muscle. Yeah, you're gonna build muscle and burn fat. But on top of that, I'm like, okay, and I look at my body, I'm like, what areas do I wanna build up? And the last few weeks, I was like, I haven't focused a lot about shoulders because over the years, I was able to develop shoulders like crazy. And then I didn't care to have my shoulders really overpower my physique. But now I felt like my shoulders were lacking. So it's time to go ahead and bring them up. And so doing this 5X technique, you're doing, let's say, for my case, pike push-ups 5 times throughout the day. So I would do it first thing in the morning when I'm in the shower. I'm in the shower, and right after I'm done with the shower, there's an area in my shower to where I'm able to hang off the edge a little bit so I can get a little deeper. And I'll just go ahead and do maybe about 10, 15 reps, okay? Make sure that you can't, I'll tell you that in a sec. So then after that, let's say about after practice and maybe slightly after I eat my fruits for breakfast, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do another stagger set. So then I would go and do this 5X, I would go and do pike push-ups again. And now it's about, I think 3 o'clock or maybe 3 something in the afternoon right now, or almost 4 o'clock. I'm doing my 3rd 5X set. And that's when I decided I'm gonna film for you guys. So now I've got 2 more that I'm gonna do throughout the day. These sets are just really quick. They can be anywhere from 10 reps, they can be 20 reps, they can even be 2 or 3 sets. But the idea is to go ahead and increase the volume and really maximize that muscle group. Really push it all the way to the edge to where it can't handle anymore. If you were to do this technique every single day, then at some point, maybe on the second, third day, fourth day, that body part is exhausted. You can't do anymore. You are now at that line of overtraining. So at that point, you just step off. You might even get to that point in the first day on the fourth set, just depending on every individual's muscle endurance and muscle development is entirely different. I've been working out for a while, so my endurance is a little bit higher. But if you found that at maybe your third set at the day, you're done, then you're done. You don't need to do anymore. You just want to do up to 5. But by doing this, you're really increasing the amount of volume in that body part, and you're really enhancing and getting the best you can do in that one exercise. You're really bringing up the strength in that one exercise, because that one exercise is building that one body part. And so this is a really quick way to get really strong at any exercise you decide to do. At the same time, you're bringing up that body part. And the reason why you can't do it in the gym is just because you are doing this throughout the day. So you're not gonna be able to go to the gym, okay, to do it, because you have to drop everything and go to the gym. But if you have weights at home, and maybe if you're working out at home, that would work. The best thing for this is to find some type of body weight exercise that you can do. If it's chest, simplest thing is push-ups, but there's a lot of different variations of push-ups. You want your chest to be wider, you go a little wider. You want your chest to fill out in this inside here, you go a little inside, right? If you want to go and blow up your back, you find a way to go and do pull-ups. Find somewhere you can do pull-ups, wide, close. There's all these different variations. You can get under the table, you can do rolls there. So there's a lot of different things you can do. The best way to apply this is through body weight, so this way you aren't stagnated. You're not able to do this exercise because you don't have the gym. So here is some of the tips. Number 1, you got to be able to do at least 7 to 10 reps for this exercise. The reason why is you're not warming up. You might be sitting on the computer, you're working, and then you get up, you're like, all right, I want to get up, stretch my feet a little bit, move around before I sit back down. So most people, they may walk to the break room, if they're in the office, to get a cup of coffee, whatever it is. But now this is a perfect time, right? You're at the computer, let's say you work at a desk, you get up, it's like, all right, I want to move around a little bit. Then we drop down and we go ahead and do the set now. And if you did that every single hour, you'd be done with those 5 sets really quick. And then you're done, You find a systematic way to do it to where it's done at the same time, in the same place, every single day. So this way you don't got to think about it, okay? So number 1 is make sure you can do 7 to 10 reps. So this way you don't get injured. If you're only able to do 3 reps, only 4 reps, and then suddenly without warming up, without getting loose, you just drop down and do this exercise, whatever it is, you are gonna get injured most likely. But when you're able to do at least 7 to 10, ideally the more the better, okay? So this way you can drop down, you can actually go ahead and get some repetitions in without worrying about injury. So another thing is, when you're doing this technique, try to find the same area to do it every single time. For me, I got my place in the shower. I got my place right here, just on the edge of this deck. So this way I can go ahead and go a little deeper. And also there on the pool, right at the edge of the pool there. That's another one of my spots. And that's really the only spots that I do. Oh, one more thing is I come here, right? And I use the bars on the bottom. So this way we don't have to decide 5 times throughout the day, like where to go ahead and do these things. It becomes something you don't really think about. You just go and you just knock out really quick, and then you go about your day. It's not something you want to focus on. It's actually the complete opposite, okay? But this technique is a really, really fast way to go ahead and blow up any body part you want. So I'm going to share with you my results as time goes. I just started about 2 weeks ago, and I can already see my shoulders starting to come out again, So it'll be really exciting to see how it goes. Give it another month, 2 months. Another one that I'm doing. So let's say you are wanting to work on shoulders like me. But after maybe 3 or 4 sets, or maybe after 3 days of doing this, your shoulders are blown out. Number 1, you got to rest, right? You've maxed out what your shoulders can handle. You maybe need to rest 1 day. Maybe you need to rest 2 days. However many days it takes, okay? But at this point, you like this exercise, you like this method, it's really working for your shoulders, and you want to apply to something else so that you can just find another body part. Now you got kind of your priority 2 body part. So for me, it was back, or it is back. But particularly, I'm starting now to do behind the neck pull-ups. I haven't done these guys for years and years, okay, like so long. And so what I'm doing now is same idea. Throughout the day, I just come over here, go over here, and I just go ahead and do a couple sets. And here's the thing, you can't see my feet right now, but I actually am standing on the ground, right, when I'm grabbing this. And the way I do it is, instead of, behind the neck pull-ups is kind of tough for me. Like, I can do them, but it's not as easy as just jumping on, just repping it out. Like, if I just grab on and just kind of do it without thinking, I could hurt my shoulders, I can hurt my back, my neck. It's not something I'm really strong at yet. So what I do to make it easier is I give myself a self spot by standing on the ground. So let me show you guys an example, right? So let's say I'm right here. I'm on the ground. I hop up, come down. On the ground, hop up, ground, hop, ground, hop, ground, hop, ground, hop, ground, hop, ground, hop. Okay. So I'm doing it that way, so this way I can actually use that as one of the exercises. If I don't stand on the ground and I just get on there, hang, and just start repping away, then doing that cold without warming up is probably gonna tweak something, especially if I'm doing that 5 times throughout the day. So I make it easier, okay? So I stand on the ground. Another good one, let's say for chest, especially for like triceps, is dips. And the way that I do dips, I call them, they're self spots, right? They're just self spots. So let's say come over here. Let's see if I can go ahead and show you. This is where I love doing dips. Man, I've worked out in like the kitchen, out of all the places. Out of all the places, I've worked out in kitchens probably the most often over the last few years. And so the reason why, let me see if I can go down a little more. The reason why is because of the counter. Simply because of these little V counters. So if you see my feet, here, let me go down a little more so you guys can see my feet. All right, so I'm doing dips here. Right, so now I'm off the ground, right? So I come down and I dip up. And I do this. So this way, it's kind of hard for you to go and see. I'm gonna come up a little higher so you guys can see, okay? So, again, I'm doing the dips. I come down, my feet touch the ground, I come up, feet touch the ground, come up, feet touch the ground, you see? So this way, it's so easy for me. I'm self-spotting myself. I can do this, right? So, this again is a technique that allows you to play it safe. You can go ahead and jump into doing one of these exercises without having to warm up much. Okay, and that's what makes this technique work so well. It's because simply you don't have to warm up. You simply just drop down and just do it. But you got these little self-spotting techniques to really kind of make it safe for you, and also allow you to really put in some volume. All right, so just want to share that with you guys. Try it out. Leave in the comments below how you like them. See you guys. And thank for all of you guys joining in on this live. Love you guys. Peace out.